Hello dear teachers, and we are now in our final objective, Objective 14, 7.5.2 ng ating PMES NCOI for 2025 to 2026. So tayo po, kung makikita nyo dito sa isang folder, pinagsama-sama na natin yung kailangan nating mga data for PMES 2025 to 2026 para at least guided po tayo, and if ever gamitin na natin ito sa ating reclass. So madali po siyang hanapin kasi may objective number at may NCOI number or PPST number. So let's move on sa ating objective 14. Ano ba ang objective 14? Ayan. So sa ating objective 14, this is for teachers 1 hanggang teacher 7, beginning and proficient teachers. So sa objective 14, ang objective ay set professional development goals based on the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers. So, I know that you are familiar with this. Medyo ginamit na natin to sa mga nakaraang mga PMS or kahit sa RPMS. So, means of verification or MOV, any one of the following. So, dito, kahit nakalagay dito yung at least one of the following MOV, kailangan pa rin na i-provide natin yung ang apat na ito. Why? Kasi po, ito ay connected sa bawat isa. Okay? So, this four MOVs sets professional development goals of the teacher. So, kailangan maipakita po natin ito lahat at maibigay sa ating mga raters. So, unahin po natin, actually, madali lang naman po ito. So, kayang-kaya niyo po ito i-provide. So, ito po yung mga sample. Una po, MOV number 1, certification from our school ICT coordinator that we finished or completed manually the making of electronic self-assessment tool, or we've submitted the ESAT for school year 2025 to 2026. Ayan. Then, the date issued, school ICT coordinator, and noted ng ating principal. So, yan lamang po. Pwede nyo po yung dagdagan na content. It's up to you po. As long as certification yan or certified ng ating ICT coordinator or ng ating principal or ng inyong OIC. Next, ang pangalawang MOV ay IPCRF Development Plan. So, ang IPCRF Development Plan ay ginagawa ng ating mga teachers for them to assess their development needs. So, after natin gumawa ng ESAT, tayo ay gagawa ng development plan based from the result. So, kung ano doon yung ating mga priorities for development, yun ang ating ilalagay sa ating column for development needs. Then, dito sa column na to, kasama din syempre yung strengths. Then, from the development needs, gagawa natin ng action plan, intervention, timeline, and the resources needed. So, yan po yung ating IPCRF development plan. So, self-assessment po ito ha, kayo po ang gagawa niyan. So, kapag nagawa na, i-attach po dyan ang inyong hard copy or isasama. Then, you can also add your professional development goals or your action plan. It's up to you po. Then, annotation. So, lalagyan nyo ng annotation para mas clear sa inyong rater, or if ever kayo din ay gagawa ng annotation, mas madali po sa inyo. Next, another MOV or MOV number 3. Isa sa mga paraan para maipakita that we are doing our best to develop professionally is we conduct or we have what we call media review form. We have or we submit this kind of form. So, ito po, nagkakaroon tayo ng media review, one-on-one review with our rater. So, ito po yung picture na nagpapakita ng ating kung ano ba yung sample ng media review form for this school year. So, yan po. So, magpapakita ako sa inyo dito ng sample kung ano bang itsura ng media review form na alam ko familiar kayo. Ito po yung for beginning teachers. So, mag-edit kayo dyan. Then, kayo po ang maglalagay muna ng rating. Then, i-assess yan ng inyong rater. If you really achieve or meet this one, then they will also make remarks, rating, and what will be the result. Then, ito naman po yung for proficient teachers. Ayan. So, almost the same. Then, after the review is pwede kayo maglagay ng annotation. So, kung tapos yun na to, then, gawa kayo ng annotation, describe nyo kung ano nangyari just to make the discussion or the document comprehensive. So, yan. Then, after the review, so, di ba po, kapag natapos na natin yung review, gumawa tayo ng mga plano, ng mga activities, ng mga interventions, may mga nakita tayo na improvement. May mga dapat pabaguhin. And so, yan yung tatawag nating updated IPCRF development plan from phase 2. So, after natin ng mga observations, ng mga mentoring, nakita natin na may mga dapat tayong baguhin. So, ayan yung tatawag nating updated. So, medyo maliit lang yan, but then, ang gusto nating ipakita dito sa updated IPCRF development plan from phase 2 is after the mid-year assessment, the development plan will be updated. Kasi for sure, may mga objectives tayo dito, may mga development needs tayo dito na na-address na, or pwede rin may mga development needs na hindi pa rin na-address, na kailangan natin i-continue. So, may mga laman ito na development plans natin na pwedeng nadagdagan or nabawasan. So, yan po yung tatawag nating updated. Okay po? So, then, ito yung another activities that you conducted. And then, for clarity, you can add annotation. Ayan. So, pwede nyo po itong basahin. And then, i-pause yung video para mas makita nyo po yung sample. So, again, ito po ay guide lamang, sample lamang. We are not saying that this is exactly what you're going to do. But this is just a guide that I hope makatulong sa ating mga teachers na medyo naguguluhan pa sa kung ano yung mga ilalagay sa ating bagong PMES for school year 2025 to 2026. If you have additional inputs, feel free po to comment para at least po matulungan din yung iba na makakakita ng ating video. Thank you po for watching and good luck po sa ating lahat.